video may be a bit random, but hey, it's a video, so deal with it. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff. Welcome back to some new content on this channel. I have fun making this content, and I'm excited to show you all this ranking video I have. This is ranking every SMF Wrestling pay-per-view of 2020. If you don't know who SMF Wrestling is, his name is Fanlox. I'll leave his channel in the link in the description of this video, so you guys can go check him out. He does a good pick fed. Actually, WSC is good. So is MDT. Why are there so many good pick feds? There's too many to decide. I'm probably with one of them, but hey, I'm an underrated pick fed, in my opinion. So anyways, why am I doing this video? Well, I had this idea for like a month. And I figured, what if I ranked every SMF Wrestling 2020? Now, this is my opinion, and if SMF Wrestling, if you're watching this, I hope you love this content, because, please subscribe. I need all the subscribers I can get. We're so close to what's that number? We're so close to 20 subscribers. I had to look it up on the internet. Sorry, I'm a noob. Yeah. But anyways, let's move on with this ranking video, because I've talked about this for too long, and this intro is starting to get pretty long if I do say so myself. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 15, SMF Wrestling Payback. Now, there are 15 pay-per-views in this category, might as well point that out. And also, SMF Wrestling Payback. This had a 1 week build or a 1 video build, and yes, this is a good pay-per-view with my ad, and I'm also going to be putting the match card on the left in the thumbnail of the video on the right. Some of the pictures of the thumbnails are kind of blurry. I'm sorry, I had to work with what I got making this, and this is a presentation, by the way, and I'm just going to be skipping through it. So yeah, let's go over the match card. We had Verb's Blue Belt Championship Open Challenge, which was accepted by Lars Sullivan. Verb won. I didn't think Lars Sullivan would win the Blue Belt Championship here. Then again, Verb just got out of a big match versus Phineas at SummerSlam, which we'll talk about later. Toucan versus Jeff Hardy. This was a Java match because Toucan retained the title. Matt Hardy returned to the show, by the way. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy versus The Bunny and Wreck-It Ralph. Did anyone care about this match? No? Okay, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. This match didn't even happen. Roman just attacked the AOP, so Seth and Gumby just went in and like, we're gonna end this match and we're gonna win the tag titles. We're gonna take the Sorry, Fanlox. I'm sorry. But yeah. Also, I really wanted Team Chuck E. Cheese's team to be longer. As a tag title, they could have held the tag titles for a bit longer, but that's his decision, not mine. And I don't want this pay-per-view to be awful for you guys thinking about that. This pay-per-view isn't awful. I mean, look at the Payback in WWE. It only had a 1 week build to it, I think. I don't know. The women's tag title match was announced ahead of before Payback, SummerSlam, all that stuff. But yeah, this was good. It's good. I like how Jeff Hardy's on the thumbnail because reasons. Okay, now let's move on to number 14. Number 14, SMF Wrestling Fastlane. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why in the world Fastlane? Well, it's because you couldn't afford an Elimination Chamber. So that's why there's no Elimination Chamber. But yeah, Fastlane, he done this before in the past. It's not the worst Fastlane he's done. It's just average. Now, let's go over the match card. We have Hacker versus Wreck-It Ralph. This was during the Hacker's semi-return. And yeah, he just got an easy victory versus Wreck-It Ralph. And Warrior versus Buzz Lightyear. Whatever. The Bunny versus Alfred E. Newman. This was filler for Bunny versus Waldo. And Alfred D. Newman wins the title. I'm also going to be talking about the stuff in the match, so I should probably set this at the beginning. Spoiler warning. So, yeah. My bad. Aleister Black versus Shrek. Meh. Roman Reigns and Phineas and Ferb versus Jinder Mahal and the Singh Brothers. That's a mouthful. It has two ands. Anyways, this is meh pay-per-view in my opinion. Also, I just noticed this. Right on the Wreck-It Ralph's arms is cut off. Someone dial 911! Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Just true in the matter is, the only good moment from this pay-per-view was Alfred D. Newman winning the championship, which was the United States Championship. So yeah, let's move on to number 13. Number 13, SMF Wrestling Final Chapter. Now, there is a whole lot of story to this event. As Mr. McMahon came and interrupted the Crown Jewel main event, then he fired everyone, then that word, I'm not sure if I get demonetized for saying that, but I'm just gonna call him The Law, came in and said, you guys gotta leave YouTube. You guys kid friendly. All these new laws coming to the internet. We're just gonna get rid of you and go like, Thanos snap him out of existence. So Triple H and SpongeBob be like, oh, we wanna, well, you know, we're gonna beat up these law guys. Yeah. We're gonna beat them. And Mr. McMahon's like, you can't tell me what to do, but whatever. We'll call it SMF Wrestling Final Chapter. So yeah, this is how it came, and as you can see, Copper didn't, no, guys, help me! Mistakenly said the C word, won't happen again. The law, because what I'm trying to say is they're still around. And also they included Phineas and Ferb man with 2 for the tag titles. I like that, but it didn't happen. Kinda wish it did though, because that would have been a banger match. SMF Wrestling, can you please make that match happen? Phineas and Ferb man with 2 It would be a banger if this would happened. So yeah, let's move on. I don't care about you, but you're the law, so I respect you. Number 12, SMF Wrestling Backlash. Backlash, the return of Backlash, yay! Now, Backlash is what you would call this pay-per-view, because it's the name of it. I'm just gonna go over the match listen. Phineas and Ferb versus Brock Lesnar versus Wario versus Brock Lesnar. Oh my god, I just said Brock Lesnar twice. I mean, Phineas and Ferb versus Roman Reigns versus Wario versus Brock Lesnar. Sorry, I saw Brock Lesnar and I thought that it was before that. Mistakes. Triple H and SpongeBob versus The Undertaker, McIntyre's Open Challenge, and Waldo versus Wreck-It Ralph. There was some build going into this. You know, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, he was mad because Phineas cashed in. Wario's mad because whatever. Brock's here because money. I don't know. The rest of the card, forgettable. This is a banger of a match. To be honest, if you have the time, go back and watch SMF Wrestling Backlash. And, yeah. That's all I have to say. There's no other words, so moving on. Number 11, SMF Wrestling Royal Rumble. And why is there no match card on the screen? Because the only match he did was the Royal Rumble, which was won by Roman Reigns. Yeah. Now, the Royal Rumble is a wonderful time. In fact, the next WWE pay-per-view is coming up, which is Royal Rumble. And, yeah, I cannot wait to see who wins the Rumble. And SMF Wrestling Royal Rumble is coming up soon as well. Only man announced was Dr. Doofenshmirtz during the Slammy Awards. Also, the Slammy Awards won't be featured on this because it technically isn't a pay-per-view, even though it had a United States Championship match. It's not a pay-per-view. It's just like a little fun thing he did. Anyways, if you want to look at this match card, you would think, oh, Chad Gable should win. Or, oh, Gumby, T-Rex, or Dolph Ziggler. All these guys could win. But then again, It's the storyline. I don't know what to say. But I like this thumbnail here. It's a cool edit by him. And yeah, let's move on. Number 10, SMF Wrestling WrestleMania. Okay, so I know fans are gonna criticize that SMF Wrestling WrestleMania should be number like 5 or 6 or something. But I put it at 10 because people would be proud if SMF WrestleMania didn't get into the top 10. Also, WrestleMania in WWE, it sucked this year. I'm sorry, it's my opinion. I felt like it should have been one night, and the night one should have been TakeOver, which should have been called NXT TakeOver Homecoming since they were doing it at Full Sail. Then they haven't done a TakeOver at Full Sail, but WWE was like, we're gonna put TakeOver matches in NXT and make WrestleMania 2 nights. So yeah, I'm glad that he did a one night Mania. Also, I'm probably gonna do a video where I change WWE and I do like, what if WrestleMania was one night and TakeOver 2? What if all the pandemic made WrestleMania no fans, but they still had their TakeOver that was originally scheduled to be in Tampa? Yada yada yada, bang bang boom, blah 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 blah. Alright, match card. Hager versus Roman Reigns. We also have, let me just zoom in here, Warrior versus Chuck E. Cheese, Bonnie versus Waldo, Phineas and Ferb versus Triple H, Brock Lesnar versus Rick Ralph, WrestleMania Battle Royale, Night Ship and Supplies Gauntlet match. Now, WrestleMania, FastMF, it was cool. It saw the debut of The Fiend. Phineas and Ferb broke up, turning Phineas evil. Hacker got his head speared off by Roman Reigns, who won the title. Waldo made his in-ring return, I think. He was in the Rumble match. Yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Rick Ralph was just a filler match, in my opinion. The Gauntlet match, you guys gotta watch. I won't say who was in it, because it's a surprise. But I will say the Undertaker wins, because, yeah, it's the Undertaker. Also, let's pay our respects to him. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Also, the thumbnail, if you don't notice, Waldo's in the top right corner, like here, right here. You see him? Do you see him? Okay, you see him? Yeah. Also, another thing about the thumbnail that I like, look at this cool edit. If this doesn't make the thumbnail, I don't know what's gonna. Probably something weird. And WrestleMania Battle Royale is actually from the 24/7 Championship. Truex wins. So yeah, that's a thing. And also, why Triple H and SpongeBob a tag team? Go watch the SMF Wrestling Hall of Fame, then go watch WrestleMania, then come back and watch this video. Alright, let's move on. I found Waldo. Number 8. And 9. SMF WrestleMania, SMF SummerSlam. Alright, so SummerSlam, we're here. We have the match card. We'll go over it real quickly, because we have Phineas versus Ferb, Undertaker and Kane versus Team Chuck E. Cheese versus Heavy Machinery versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, Jeff Hardy versus Toucan versus Chuck Benjamin versus Alex the Black versus Trelex versus Shrek, and a ladder match for the United States Championship, Mario versus Wario, and Jinder Mahal versus Waldo. Almost said Wario. So yeah. So the bottom 2 matches are like filler matches. Ladder match, banger of a match. Go watch it. It is a top tier match, if I ever seen one. Should have been nominated for Match of the Year, actually. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, Intercontinental Championship. Filler for the Messiah feud gimmick thingy, whatever. Fatal 4 tag match. Team Chuck E. Cheese won the tag titles. It was cool. Phineas versus Ferb. It was cool. Thumbtacks were involved. Whatever. It's fine. So yeah, let's go on to number 8. Number 8, SMF Wrestling Clash Champions. Alright, so I just noticed I messed up and put the wrong match card here. Let me fix it for a second. And there we go, I fixed it real quickly because I messed up. Sorry about that. I put the wrong match card in because I thought something was different. Alright, Now, let's continue and just forget that ever happened. We had Ferb versus The Fiend versus Phineas, R-Truth's 24/7 Championship Open Challenge, Braun Strowman versus Goldberg, Seth Rollins and Gumby versus Team Chuck E. Cheese, Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, and Toucan versus Matt Hardy. Now, they debuted the new 24/7 Championship, which is basically the normal 24/7 Championship, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz took it. Ferb literally just threw Seth Rollins and The Fiend off an ambulance into some stairs. I would show it, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get copyrighted by SMF Wrestling if I do it, so we're not gonna show it. Instead, you guys can go watch it, and then come back to this video. Braun Strowman vs. Goldberg, top tier match, go watch that. Seth did double duty here, he went back-to-back matches. Toucan, he retained the title. I have no way he actually lost the title to Matt Hardy, and the thumbnail is pretty cool if I do say so myself. It's not cool like the other ones, but it's there. Let's move on to number 7. Number 7, SMF Wrestling TLC. Alright, the return of the TLC pay-per-view, because the last time they did this, SMF Wrestling did this was 2018, I want to say, where The Miz faced Buzz Lightyear in a TLC match. And the only TLC match on here that is TLC related is Seth Rollins versus Ferb for the Blue Championship. That is a, oh my goodness, good match. Go back and watch it. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy present the explanation of The Fiend disappearing. He just basically fought them, and Shaggy went Super Saiyan after that. Chuck E. Cheese versus Phineas. That match was interrupted by the Disciples, who kicked Chuck E. Cheese off, and Team Chuck E. Cheese reunited. I don't know if Phineas is going to get his rematch anytime soon. Dr. Doofenshmirtz versus The Bunny. Dr. Doof won with the help of his favorite piece stuff. Marty versus Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman won the United States Championship here. Now, here's the thing. TLC is supposed to have a TLC stimulations. Tables, match, ladder matches, chess matches, and TLC matches. If I were in charge of this card, I would have kept Seth versus Ferb the same. I would have Chuck E. Cheese versus Phineas in a ladder match, Dr. Doofenshmirtz versus The Bunny in a tables match, and Matt Hardy versus Braun Strowman in a chairs match. That's what I would pick. People, if you're gonna do a TLC type event, have a tables match, a ladder match, a chairs match, and a TLC match. That is my suggestion for any pick better. Do that instead of we'll put one TLC match. Okay, we're moving on now to number 6. Number 6, SMF Wrestling in Your House. Okay, this would have been number 1, but there's another better version of a pay-per-view that I would like to have be number 1, so that's number 1. SMF Wrestling in Your House. So basically, the story behind this, Trelex won a battle royale to determine the name of the next pay-per-view. He chose In Your House. So, convenient, because during the time, I think TakeOver In Your House was coming out, so that's why he did that, and we're gonna go for the match. It's short, but simple. Trelex versus Jinder Mahal in the living room match. Warrior versus Wreck-It Ralph. Team Chuck E. Cheese versus AOP and Drew McIntyre had the United States Championship Open Challenge. I forgot who accepted, so go back and watch In Your House if you missed it. I love Trelex versus Jinder Mahal's living room match. It had some funny moments where oh no, stairs! And and other things. Trelex was microwaved. And I have a question. How in the world did you not burn him? How did you not burn the house down? How did you burn that house you were living in? I don't know if it was someone else's house or if your own house. Probably it was your own house, but not. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, the other 2 matches, Chuck E. Cheese vs. AOP, Warrior vs. Ralph, they're matches. You don't need to watch them. Jinder Mahal was the 24/7 champion at the time. So, this match was kind of like for the 24/7 championship, but it wasn't. It was an I Quit match, but, in a house. So, yeah. Also, there was a moment where, Trelex or Jinder Mahal was close to getting trapped into the sink. And I thought, oh my god, what if they actually got trapped in the sink? You were like, well, I need to go on eBay and find some stuff. Yeah, this match had some funny moments. There was a rat boy who, like, scammed Jinder Mahal. He lost him. An old man brought a door. Jinder Mahal lost him. She, like, threw Jinder Mahal off of some stairs. Singh Brothers got captured by some weird evil doll. It's a good match. Go watch it. Let's move on to number something. Number 5, SMF Wrestling Extreme Rules, which is the horror show. Now, this had bangers. Phineas vs. Waldo, Extreme Rules match. Banger. Jeff Hardy vs. Drew McIntyre. Short, but a banger. Gummy vs. The Fiend. Meh. Warrior vs. Roman Reigns. No DQ. Banger. Undertaker vs. AOP. Meh. Yeah. So this was the debut of The Fiend in SMF Wrestling. His first match, I'm gonna say. And it was semi-okay. I led to Gummy joining SMF Wrestling's Messiah group, which is Seth Rollins. Phineas vs. Waldo, it was good. I suggest you go watch it, but the Ferb returned. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, please forgive me. Yeah, he returned after being injured at SMF WrestleMania, which related to the SummerSlam match I talked about earlier in the video, which is like 20 minutes now. It's probably gonna be like longest video ever. So yeah, and the 2 horror show gimmick match was The Fiend vs. Gumby, and I would like to include Undertaker vs. Kane in that match. Extreme Rules can just go on to the other shows. Yeah, let's move on to number 4. Number 4, SMF Wrestling Super Showdown. Alright, so we have match card. Hacker vs. Ferb. It was short, but this sounds like a banger of a match. Roman Reigns vs. Jinder Mahal. This was for Roman Reigns' WrestleMania spot versus the Hack at WrestleMania. 6-pack challenge for the vacant Intercontinental Championship. I forgot why the title was vacated in the first place. But yeah, Warrior won that. The Bunny vs. Jim loser retires match for the United States Championship. Jim lost. Let's all take a moment of silence for Jim. Okay, we can continue. Alright, so people hated Super Showdown in WWE. I thought it was an okay pay-per-view at the time, because I love when WWE does those Saudi Arabia shows. People are like, woo, go back to US. No, I like Saudi Arabia shows. And, yeah, all I have to say was, pray for Jim. Hashtag 1 like equals 1 hope for Jim to come back in the future. So yeah, let's move on. Number 3, SMF Wrestling HIAC. Now, I didn't expect him to do this, but he did an HIC pay-per-view. Yeah, so here's the thing. He doesn't have the toy version of Hell in a Cell. He just did a prison cell match. So as you can see the match card, it says live from their prison cell, or live from the cell in prison, which was basically just a backyard. Intercontinental Battle Royale had the debut of Matt Riddle and the return of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, because they haven't been since they got poisoned, or something. I don't know. Gas. Yeah, it was toxic gas. Seth Rollins versus Gumby versus Seth Rollins and Gumby versus Heavy Machinery. Meh. Malloy's next challenge. Meh. Doof Much versus Waldo. Loser leaves SMF Wrestling. This was the final time we would see Waldo, and I have a feeling he's gonna go to SBW, which is SMF Wrestling owned by SpongeBob. So yeah, also I liked the Big Boss Man. He was like, I'm the boss. Whoop whoop. Sorry about that. My phone vibrated if you heard that. You don't need to know that. Someone send me a cookie emoji. So yeah, let's move on to number 2. Number 2, SMF Wrestling's 5 series. Alright, so number 2, it's weird because it's just one match like the Royal Rumble, but Ferb had commentary on it, and you gotta go hear the stuff he says because it's funny. Yeah, you should have guest commentators more often on SMF Wrestling. So yeah, we have a 4-on-4, we have a Fatal 4-Way Mumbo Jumbo Tag Team match. Yeah, we have, is it gonna be a mouthful? Phineas, AJ Styles, Chuck, Mario, and Matt Hardy versus Seth Rollins, Gumby, Murphy, Alfred E. Newman, and Chuck E. Cheese. versus Dr. Fletcher, the Bunny, Wreck-It Ralph, Shrek, and Wario versus Braun Strowman, Buzz Lightyear, Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and Toucan. Oh my god, that was a mouthful. So anyways, reason why this match is here, or this event, this had cool moments in it. I won't explain too much, go watch it for yourself. But anyways, Braun Strowman, he was included because, like, he wanted his Blue Belt Championship match because he got scammed by Ferb at the HIC we talked about moments ago. So yeah, and also, Phineas, Rollins, and Doofenshmirtz, they all brawled on the Championship Showdown episode, and yeah, basically it. So, we go down to the final match, or event. What is the most greatest match ever? It's gonna be insane. I can't wait to find out. Let's go! Number 1, SMF Wrestling Money in the Bank. Alright, so, I bet you all didn't see this coming. Money in the Bank makes number 1 on this list. Why? Because I like Money in the Bank, and just looking at this, it says, wow, you're gonna love it, and it is possibly the greatest match in SMF Wrestling history of this year. Money in the Bank ladder match, Rey Mysterio versus Braun Strowman versus Phineas versus Jinder Mahal versus Aleister Black versus Chuck E. Cheese. A stacked card here. That's a top tier match. Triple H and SpongeBob versus Man with Toucan, it's also top tier. Undertaker versus Drew McIntyre, top tier. Roman Reigns versus Wario, when it takes all, top tier. Only to be interrupted by Phineas, who won Money in the Bank. So yeah, that's the event in a nutshell. It was awesome, and it was sweet. A little too sweet. Right there. So yeah, that is basically the ranking video of every SMF Wrestling pay-per-view of 2020. Now, going into 2021, I expect them to do even better than this year, and I'll probably won't do a tier list video unless something is exciting for me. Alright, so the next video, which is Outback, where we announce Fight for the Victories card and stuff, is coming out tomorrow. Yay! And I'm also doing a top 10 video. What is this top video on? Well, you're gonna have to tune in to find out. So anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye! A hint of what's to come in this channel's future. AKA what I'm doing the top 10 on.